with Jesus and Mary through the storm. We continue going through these serious changes in the world. And we all know that the world is never going to be the same again. And we have to prepare ourselves to live a different life. And also to accept the changes, the sudden changes in our lives. Also to understand that we are pilgrims, we are in transit, this is not our home. We should not feel like we are attached to this transitory life. It helps a lot to understand that in times like this. We should feel that way always, but now more than ever. Because if you let go and let God and abandon yourself in the hands of God in times of trouble, times that are difficult like this, and times that are so unpredictable, you look at the future and you ask yourself, what will it be? What will be? We don't know. We don't know. Whatever be will be. And then the question is, we live in a life that is not ours. It belongs to God. And everything that takes place in this life is God's will. We as people of God, we that speak the same spiritual language, because this wouldn't be a language for everybody, people of the world, people that do not believe in God, they don't understand the language we are speaking. But we do believe that nothing moves without the will of God. Nothing. So if we believe that, and if we remember that, then we know that what is taking place in the world right now is the will of God. So that should give us peace, because God will only let this happen because He knows it's better for everyone. He doesn't do things to hurt us. He does things to straighten us up sometimes, and this could be one of them. We don't know. But anyways, when you look at the world and you see the nature the world has turned into and what we have become through sin, through decadence, through disobedience, then we know, well, it's nothing surprising that changes like this come upon us, that the world is turning this way, that things like this are happening. It's not a surprise. So we should be really thankful to God that somehow these changes are so drastic, so strong, that are changing everything around us, everything, including us inside. Everything is changing. Everything is moving. Only God knows how, but we know it is. And so, what is the most important thing to do is to make sure we have peace, inner peace. And we know that that peace can only come from God. It's not the peace the world gives us, because the world gives us peace with success, with money, with fame, with human affection, so many ways, by acquiring all kinds of knowledge, human knowledge, in so many ways that we get some kind of worldly peace. But the peace that we need now is the inner peace, and that only comes from God. And a lot of people practice their faith, and while they practice it, when they are in church, professing the sacraments, they feel peace, but they don't necessarily carry that peace inside them. So in times like this, the challenge is, how much peace do you really have in your heart? Which means how much of God is really in you. And this is a great exam, a good examination of our faith at this time. Because the peace in your heart is the sample of your faith, is how much faith you really have. How much of God do you really have in your heart? And that shows how much you have grown spiritually. So this is a good opportunity to take a good look at yourself and be sincere and find out, do you have peace? Are you able to share that peace with everybody around you? People are really confused today. People are in distress. People are losing hope. And so those that have that peace, that inner peace, are the ones that are going to be the support of many. And probably we know that this is our calling today, our biggest mission, perhaps the most important mission of our lives, because we don't know what the future is going to bring us. Things can change so drastically that we are probably facing a whole different world that we cannot even imagine how it will be. And this is not with the intention of bringing any terrorific news, negative news, pessimistic. No, it's not necessary to say that, because it is already bad the way it is. It's not a secret for anyone. So we have to be prepared. But the best way to be prepared is to make sure we have inner peace. And that peace only comes from God. And if we didn't have it, because our religion didn't give us the peace that we thought we had, because we lived a very superficial religion, then this is the time to change. This is the time to really do it, to really move along into this kind of realm where we find the real peace. So let God take over. Let God, and you let go, because this is a time to do that. There is no other choice. We have no choice. The world today needs people with peace, with real peace in their hearts.